Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from September the 30th to October the 6th. And this is for you coming from Sagittarius. Let's start with September the 30th, and it's going to be a wonderful morning, afternoon. Everything is going to be perfect, really right. Chase for the romance, be out with the people you love, be out with the people you work with, be out with the people you do business with. Somewhere along the way, morning and afternoon will reward you with some very pleasant memories and some very pleasant good luck. Evening nightfall, I don't like at all. Now, these planets in the evening nightfall want to destroy everything in the sense that they make trouble for you. So if you are going to be out in the evening nightfall, be very particular of the company you keep. Somebody somewhere is going to antagonize you, and you will retaliate, an argument will start, and then comes all that differences of opinion. So better for you to play safe and just go stay home in the evening nightfall period. That way you minimize your exposure to risk, because you already know the people at home, and your circumstances will not be at risk, and money won't be wasted, because nothing much evening nightfall going to help you except for spending money with no return. And be careful, you can have accidents because you'll be very hasty, impatient, and you'll be very argumentative in the evening as well. Some of your good planets will be also coming there in the evening nightfall. They can't do much, they're already tired. And so they'll help you to get yourself introduced to people who are important. These are business planets, so they'll help you contact the business people and you meet them with some good things. Help you to meet people, can help you in your job, help you even maybe to try and get a romance. Not very successfully, I'm afraid. So play safe evening nightfall period. Things can go to their worst level. October the 1st for you coming from Sagittarius is a good morning and afternoon period. It's a Monday. You'll get good news. You'll be getting a lot of support from others. What you say and do is going to be nicely remembered. And so you are on the way to some successful thing or another, in the place of job, in the place of business. Chase for the romance you want, you'll get good news. Evening nightfall, I'm not very happy with. These are planets of rebelliousness, and they make you rebellious, sometimes with no cause. Just be rebellious because you're not happy. And these are planets that bring unexpected difficulties for you. So at every turn, the evening nightfall period, well, some of these planets are also active in the day, so watch out in job and business areas throughout the day. Some unexpected problems are going to be cropped up as well. Evening nightfall, these planets are terrible. They upset your plans, they cancel them, they postpone them, and all that will make you very unhappy. The date won't show up, and you'll be also very unhappy in the sense that unexpected quickness comes to upset whatever you're trying to do. Well, if you don't want to be out, just go back home, because accidents can also be seen in the evening nightfall period. So don't drink too much. Don't expose yourself to any kind of risk. Very quickly, trouble comes. Now let's go to October the 2nd, which is a Tuesday. And by the way, October the 1st, in your place of work, you can have a lot of trouble. October the 2nd, which is a Tuesday, for you coming from Sagittarius, is pretty good. But too many emotional planets are there, and it's a working day. If you're on holiday, fine. But it's a working day, it's a business day. So you'll tend to be very emotionally driven. You can't afford to do that. Repeat to yourself every other hour, logic, facts and figures. That's what you want on this October the 2nd morning and afternoon period. And if you can remind yourself that, then you will become very lucky at your place of work. Otherwise, planning what to do in the evening will preoccupy you. Planning what to do for the lunch will distract you. And maybe your deadlines won't be able to be done. And then you are in trouble. Evening nightfall period becomes really, really bad. And I mean really, really bad. If things could ever get worse, they would get worse on the October the 2nd evening nightfall period. There are so many of these planets that some of them will move up to the morning, afternoon, and they will also bring all the stress and anxiety, emotional upsets, difficulties coping with your job and your business. So this evening nightfall period, be very careful that in the evening nightfall they're very powerful, and they cause arguments, they cause differences of opinion, they cause breakups, whether with people you work with, do business with, whether with your lover, whether with your marriage and family people. So you have to be very careful what you say and do. All the areas of communications are being upsetted. And something you say and somebody doesn't take it well, and there you go, the whole evening going to be spoiled. Drive very carefully. These planets are very fast and they make you hasty and impatient. So if I were you and you don't really need to be out, it's not that important, go back to the safety of your own home, be with the people who understand and love you, let the hours go by, no casualty will take place, no money will be wasted. Better that way, I think. October the 3rd, for you coming from Sagittarius, what a wonderful Wednesday morning it is. Some stress is going to be seen on a Wednesday for you, but the morning, afternoon, the stress is one thing, but you are going to make some very good, powerful, good contacts, whether for business, whether for job enhancement, a new job maybe, or whether wherever you are working, just to do something so well that you get a promotion of some kind. So you are being watched in the evening, in the morning, afternoon. You are being watched, whether in business, whether in job, whether going for lunch with somebody, to dress well and look good. A lot to gain in the morning, afternoon period. It's all up to you. Be focused on what you want. You cannot get everything under the sun. Evening, nightfall, not good. Money is going to be wasted, nothing to gain. There are planets that put differences between you and others. Something you say, something you did, others won't like it. So since there's nothing much to gain, why bother to go out at all? Go back to the safety of your own home. But if you already things are planned, you might show some creativity, yes, but even that's going to turn somehow against you. You might be able to make some good contacts, but somehow what you want you won't be able to get. So no harm, don't be over expectant if you have to be out, and you will be able to enjoy yourself and leave all these possibilities of getting something on another day. October the 4th, for you coming from Sagittarius, a very bad morning and afternoon period. Terrible. Terrible because the planets of unexpectedness are against you. So everything that turns against you comes unexpectedly. Oh, they ambush you, and they get at you, and most unexpectedly, one after another. So it's a working day, Thursday. Tell yourself whatever you say and do, be very careful. And tell yourself to keep your deadlines, because these planets are very fast and they'll make you very impulsive to change direction of what you want, and many upsets will be seen with you working with other people. And if you're in business, be careful. You'll be very impulsive as well, and you will just do and say things which will just get you into trouble basically. So whatever your actions are in the morning, afternoon of October the 4th, I find them to be dangerous for you. So do less. Be part of a team better. Evening, nightfall turns magnificent for you. That's how a day can change. From about 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m., changes take place. There's talk about travel, there's talk about holidays. You'll meet people of another race somewhere, having a drink or having dinner with them. Or you might be on the internet, because I see global planets here as well. And being on the internet, you'll get very good information to make contacts. Is it for friendship? Is it for romance? Is it for the job in another country? Is it for business from other countries? Oh yes, you'll make some great contacts evening, nightfall period. Would be worth your while to spend a few hours, and you will see the benefits come that way. October the 5th is a Friday morning, afternoon, which is going to be terrible, terrible for you. Losses in business, difficulties in job, problems if you're chasing for the romance, a backlash. Marriage and areas also bad, ongoing romance also bad. How bad can it get? It'll get pretty bad. Arguments will take place, differences of opinion at work. Against your bosses, you will find that you are arguing and rude, and you'll have hell to pay as well. In business, your decision making will be terrible. Let somebody else do it, because whatever you say and do is programmed to bring trouble for you in the morning, afternoon period. That is the plan. That's how it's going to happen. So do less, say less, be part of a team, let others take charge. Just count the hours as they go by. Evening, nightfall also not good for you. Morning, afternoon planets very fast, so they're whizzing around creating all kind of chaos. Deadlines get broken, stress will be immense. Evening, nightfall planets go slow, and they are no better. Hour by hour, they create worse and worse things that can happen. So if you meet somebody by 6 p.m., by 9 p.m., you're dying to get away from that somebody or something like that. So hour by hour, things go wrong. Well, what can you do? Be patient. Don't be too expectant. Don't say or do too much. Go home early because there's nothing much to gain. Morning planners will also be there in the evening causing all kind of chaos in speech and action. Evening planners just don't work well for you because they're too slow. So just go back home early. Get your meetings with these people, make the contacts, and negotiation should be for another day. Let's go to October the 6th, which is a Saturday for you in Sagittarius. Not very good morning, afternoon. These are planets who make you different from other people. The habits, the way you say things, the way they say things, expectancy very weak. And each can challenge the other because the ego planets are also there. So you can come to odds, which means have differences with people very easily. So could be a holiday on Saturday, but if you're working, be very careful that mistakes can be made quite severe in your place of work, or if you're still doing business on this Saturday. If you're not, then you're on holiday. Well, things are not going to work well for you. You don't want to take charge. Let whoever you are with decide on what to do, where to go, how to do it. That would be better. You will not get the blame because blame wants to come as well. Money will be wasted. Whatever is spent, not good. Evening nightfall, I see some very aggressive planets there, but they are on your side. So they make you over-determined perhaps. So don't be that. Don't step on shoes, don't ruffle feathers just because you want that person you want so much, or that you want whatever you want so much. Go slow, take the soft approach with these aggressive planets. Tame them that way and they'll work better for you. They'll produce the results you want. So when you're over-determined, they'll produce the results as well, but many will be not liking the way you wanted it and got it. And also the words can be aggressive and blunt. So take the soft approach. Everything's got to be soft and polite and lovingly done, and you will have a much better evening and nightfall session. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during these 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life. And that's going to be based on your date of birth, time of birth, looking at your palms, face reading you while I Skype or Facebook or FaceTime you. And with all that information, I'll be able to help you for your year by year, age by age for your next 7, 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life. And I'll give you your lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth and your palms. And I'll give you lots of information like your lucky colors, your lucky days, your lucky directions, a lot of information. And with all that, you'll be able to get your next 7, 8 or 9 years perfectly under your control. Go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message. And I'll come back to you very, very quickly to help you get those 90 minutes to sort out your next 7, 8 or 9 years. So I look forward to making the contact with you just for USD 50 to know your next 7, 8 or 9 years. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Until then, thank you and good luck.